Welcome to episode 20 of the MotorMarvel Podcast, and we have ourselves a special guest here today, Mitch. Welcome, mate.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks for being on the show, man.
No problems.
So we're at Sydney Premium Detailing, which is Mitch's shop, and he's going to take us on a tour of what he does, and obviously join us for the podcast.
Yeah, so have a look around, see what we do, look at a few cars.
Talk a bit of shit about some cars.
Yeah, chat some shit. Have a good time. Yeah.
Yep, sounds good. So Mitch, we're here now, taking a tour around your shop, mate, having a look at a few things. Give us a bit of a, general idea and understanding. What does your business do, mate? What do you specialise in?
Well, yeah, as the name suggests, premium detailing, but not only just detailing, pretty much everything to do with aftermarket protection. So, machine polishing the car and then adding ceramic coatings, and mostly coating and PPF is our main source of business. Yeah.
So if we're wanting a bit of personal protection, we come for you, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Well, for all this, it'll be in the description, Mitch's business and all that stuff. So it'll be just below, so just go down there.
But yeah, I mean, basically our main two services are anything protection. So like your window tint, keep the heat off, PPF for stone chips and physical protection, and ceramic coatings to make your car nice and shiny and easy to maintain.
Dude, how long have you been doing my cars now? We're talking about this the other day because I think nearly every car I've bought for probably, 10
You're
years?
one of the OGs. So I think I started in my mum and dad's garage in like 2011. So I think you started in 2014, you started coming to me. So
yeah. And look, Mitch has been looking after my cars. Couldn't say a bad thing about it, mate. So crushing it.
You probably could.
Maybe later.
Yeah.
Questions I have for you, and I think a lot of people are going to ask these questions. What is the worst car to PPF, and what cars are the easiest cars to PPF?
I wouldn't say there's a more difficult or easier install than another. It's all time for us. Like all our installers are quite experienced. Like I've been wrapping personally since 2015, so 10 years basically. So there's not one car that comes in that I'd be like, oh, that's really, really hard and really difficult.
Yeah.
Just more
anything McLaren, anything Lamborghini, a lot of the newer Ferraris, if they've got carbon everywhere, they just take a lot of time because there's, maybe on a Lamborghini SVJ, there's about 300 and something pieces and they're all like this big. So
yeah, that'd be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it just takes longer. But, I guess your easier sort of cars would be, like anything in that 150 to 300 grand bracket, like M3, most Porsches, generally quick and easy.
And easy.
Yeah.
But like usual, Italians, Ferraris, difficult.
Correct. Any Italian
Why
car
do you
is
always have to
generally
mention
hard.
Italian?
And British. Anything British as well.
Well, technically you are British.
All right, come on, mate.
Well, you are. Well, that's where you're... Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like even things like Land Rovers, like Defenders. If they get the new Defender and it has every piece in gloss black, but that all has to be wrapped, and it takes forever.
You said a G-Wagon's a pain too.
G-Wagons are a pain too, yeah. They always have been, always will be.
What is it about
Everyone
the
thinks,
G-Wagon?
they're just big and flat and they're
it's
easy
just
to
the
do.
boxes,
It's like, well,
come on.
technically, yeah, but there's all these tiny little ridges and like, you gotta line up door handles and a trim and then a door trim and then there's like a random button you gotta line up as well. It's just difficult.
Do you get a lot of 70 series wanting to be wrapped?
Not a lot, but some.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're also difficult. Also a very difficult car.
Jeez. So anything square is technically difficult.
Yeah, maybe because we don't do them that often as well.
Yeah.
Like our main market is 150 to 300 grand and supercars.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 70 series and like G-Wagons and stuff like that just pose their own difficulties. Yeah.
And you've just recently opened a new shop as well, Artarmon, right? So 2 locations now?
As recent as about 2023, yeah.
Well, okay,
So,
it's been a couple of years.
2 years now.
We
2
do
years in
tend to
July.
forget the years have passed since COVID. We're
we
just like,
do.
oh, what year is it? Oh, wow.
Legit, yeah, 100%. So yeah, 2023 we opened in July. That's to service mostly like all those customers further that way of Artarmon. So, like
people
the
that-
eastern suburbs, the North Shore, and all the beaches, that sort of thing.
They don't want to travel to the hills.
Yeah, 100%. That's a
too
long
difficult.
way. That's a long way.
I have some questions for you, Mitch. Right, you're obviously a car enthusiast and in like cars. Tell us a bit about personally. What cars do you like? What do you enjoy? What do you like doing in the in car enthusiast avenue?
I think in most cars, like in cars in general, it'd be Porsche and Ferrari would be my top two favourite.
Yes, I told you Ferrari.
Yeah.
Mate, everyone loves a Ferrari. You can't
It's a
go...
log thing, mate.
Yeah,
He's Maltese. I told you, I had no choice. I told them this.
Yeah,
As an
yeah.
Italian,
You have to.
when you're born, injected with
Have
a
you been to
serum.
Ferrari?
Yeah, I have. Of course I have.
They're all Italian.
Yeah.
There's one Asian guy.
Yeah. And you can speak fluent Italian.
Yeah,
Even
exactly.
better than the
Exactly.
Italians.
Yeah.
Anyways, you're injected with a serum and you have no choice to like Ferrari. And if you don't, someone rocks into your house, takes you away.
I feel sorry for you, but fair enough. Right?
Hey, I'm not complaining. They're great cars.
Ferraris and Porsches.
Ferraris and
Any
Porsches,
particular
yeah.
models?
Anything with a V12 in it, anything with a naturally aspirated flat six.
Yeah.
In the Porsche side, obviously,
Yeah.
not the Ferrari. But yeah, you can't really beat a V12 with a Novatec exhaust or something like that on it.
I told you this. You cannot beat a Ferrari V12 in a tunnel. It's just,
Yeah.
it's music to the ears.
Front engine, V12,
Oh, beautiful.
can't beat it.
I had a chance to do that when I worked for my cousin when I was younger, and he had a Ferrari FF.
Yeah. Oh, hot car.
Yeah, and I took
Family car.
family car.
Rich family car.
I recently did a review on the GTC.
How many
4
pieces
Lusso.
fell off it when you were driving?
Nothing. Nothing. But you know what the funny thing with like all drive system, I was telling Nick about this, the all drive system works up to 4th gear, and then 5th gear and 6th gear, it's rear wheel
It's got
drive.
two boxes.
Yeah.
Sort of front box for the front wheels,
Yeah.
4 gears, yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting
Yeah.
design.
But no, they did that because
It's also not active all the time either.
correct. That's what I'm saying. So you can go sideways in it very
Oh, yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
But again, you go into a tunnel with that and you just hit it,
Yeah, you can't beat it.
yeah.
your hairs just stick up.
Look,
and,
credit to Ferraris. Yes, they do generally sound amazing.
but there's a second car that does, and that is a flat 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Porsche.
Well, you've probably picked the two nicest sounding cars.
Yeah, correct.
They're
Or
very unique
manufacturers.
notes.
And now they're just getting more and more unattainable as well. They're just the pricing of these
Not
cars
even
is
that,
getting
they're
ridiculous.
new generation. I was having this discussion with Nick about that. I want to get your opinion on this. I feel like cars now, you cannot justify the price tags because, especially with the new X3, I've got the new X3 M50i, love it. Think it's a great engine. That B58, glorious, right? The way it sounds.
I've had that for ages.
Oh,
too,
and it's a beautiful engine. The all drive system, amazing. All the mechanical stuff of the car, great. But you get in and the interior is just a screen.
yeah, it's like every BMW.
There's no craftsmanship anymore.
Yeah.
So you get in. So what I'm thinking is that where Bentley and Rolls Royce are going to go down the track, how can they justify their high price tags when there's no more? Because remember, getting to old Bentley or Rolls, right? You looked at the Speedo and it looked like a Swiss watch.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
had all the intricate
They had that
details.
wow factor.
Do you know what? Now you get in and everything is screens. Like the brand new Lambo is 3 screens.
Yeah. Yeah.
What makes it different?
I don't know. I just
Yeah. And you're paying a lot of.
we get a few Bentleys in the shop as
Yeah.
well, and a few Bentegas and stuff like that. And I just kind of get in it and I look down and around the gear selector is like black plastic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is out of like
And-
out of a Navara or a Patrol or something,
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah,
like
geez.
even the Q7, which it's based off, doesn't have that. Like it's got nice rounds. BMWs like a little crystal on their
Yeah.
4-wheel drives and have like glass buttons around it.
Yeah. But what do you think about the Urus? I've always, you know how
You love this one.
I love the Urus.
you like the Urus.
I love the Urus. Would I own one?
Would you own one or that? So this is the question. I always ask everyone this. Would you own a Urus or an RSQ8?
Money not coming into it.
No money coming into it.
Urus every day.
Now, so I wouldn't still.
Lamborghini.
I'd buy an RSQ8
Then that's not good.
because it's just
And I also
the same
wouldn't own
car.
either. I'd just get a Porsche GT Turbo.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or a GT.
So take both of those off the board,
Yeah.
and you'll go something.
What I don't
completely
understand is, I'm 100% with you because at that price point, you think to yourself, I could own a Urus or I could own an M5 Touring,
Yeah.
right?
For half.
For half, and it's way better. Like, honestly, because I know a lot of people don't like the new M5, but I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
I like
or
it, it's
an
just too
M3
heavy.
Touring CS.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do they
Yeah.
weigh now?
2,500.
So your generation is a lot lighter.
1850.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Not a wagon, obviously.
But still, what?
Yeah.
Where are you getting 3/4 of a ton?
I mean, like,
Look at the new M2. I had the new
Yeah.
M2, and that thing was like 2 ton.
all cars are heavy, but they just substitute it with power, right? So
Yeah.
It's so good. It's
Like,
like,
the thing is,
we'll
like,
go heavier, but we'll just add way
it's
more
2.5 ton, but we'll give it like 800 and something horsepower.
Yeah.
So the 2.5 ton, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Until you hit a corner and you're like, whoa.
Yeah. One car that's actually really impressed me so far is the Ferrari 296. People go, oh, it's a
Everyone's-
V6 hybrid and stuff like
everyone's
that.
saying
Those
that.
people have never driven one.
Yeah.
Because you get into it, it makes all the right sounds. You get the external wastegate sound, makes the turbo noise, and you put your foot down, and you're at 150 in like second
Everyone
gear.
has said
like,
this. I really want to get in one because Nick, everyone has said this because
They're
I
ridiculous.
was like, oh my gosh, Ferrari's now gone to V6.
This is Sal's like nightmare. Anytime
That was my nightmare. When I saw that, I was like, pfft,
literally, he's
no,
just like,
they're not going to sell any of those.
disastrous.
But they are.
They sell heaps. We wrap heaps of them.
And they're gorgeous. They're not ugly.
No, they're
By any
beautiful
means. They're
car.
beautiful car.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think the best looking Ferrari ever built was the 458.
Yeah.
Actually, Italian.
Sorry, back to your what's the hardest car to wrap? Ferrari 296.
Really?
Man, they are so, like every panel on that. Like we had one in, I probably wrapped 10 or 12 of them. And we probably had maybe 15 to 20 through the shops. And the boys here wrapped one a couple of weeks ago. I said, it's like the hardest car you'll ever wrap, trust me. Oh no, it won't be that bad. And yeah, during the week they're like, I get it now.
Wow.
Every panel is hard. Like,
Wow.
that's it. Yeah. I don't know. There's just something about them when you're trying to apply the film where you have to move the film in like 4 or 5 different directions at the same time and not fuck it up.
Fuck.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
That's a...
There you go. You got your answer.
There you go. Yeah.
296.
Ferrari 296, definitely probably
Ferrari
the
doing it
hardest
again.
car.
Yeah.
Jeez. Detailing. I want to get onto the detailing stuff. Okay, because there's a lot of people out there that probably won't do PPF. Do you know what I mean? They just want to get the car detailed. What would you suggest, from your experience, Mitch, is you must do when you buy a brand new car?
Obviously, it benefits me, but get it ceramic coated.
Yep.
That's not inexpensive, but I think it's in a lot of people's price bracket. You know,
Yep.
like you're looking at about $1,200 to $1,800 for
Yep.
a good coating. Just obviously, that's just dependent on size. So
And what does that stop? So people that don't know about...
it gives you a form of protection, but not the protection that you get sold at the dealer. So the dealer will tell you, oh, it'll stop bird droppings and bat droppings and tree sap, and you know they can't scratch it, and they use it on like aeroplanes to make it go faster. it's all crap.
Yeah.
All ceramic coatings do is they give you those sorts of protections, but if a bird dropping, like if a bird shits on your car, it's still probably going to stain the coating. We just have the luxury of being able to buff it back, reapply the coating, no stress.
Right.
But it's mainly for making it easier for the end user to maintain the car.
I tell you, I can attest to it because I've done it on a lot of my cars
Every
over the
car.
years.
Yeah.
Pretty much every car.
Yeah.
And I was not hugely sold the first time because I was like, oh, look, I don't know, it's money, whatever. But after I did it the first time, I was like, every single car must have it.
Yeah.
Because having the car for its life makes it 10 times easier to maintain.
And it stays
look
cleaner for
after.
longer.
Oh, it
Like,
stays
that's
cleaner
the
for longer.
biggest thing,
The
yeah.
dirt doesn't seem to just stick to it. You can wash it off super easy. Still, the hydrophobic coating, like 2 years later, was just water was beating off. And I was like, what is going on? This is like 2.5 years later.
Yeah.
I'm still beating water off this thing. So for me, I'm with you. I'm converted.
Well, my car's a ceramic. I haven't got them done for you, but now I will. But my car's a ceramic. Not my Skoda, the VRS. My wife's wagon isn't.
Yeah.
But I might be talking to you about getting
Yeah,
that done.
that's fine.
Because that needs the wheels fixed too.
Oh, sorry, did I say 12 to 1,800? I meant like 3 to 4,000.
That's the friends rate.
No, that's the Italian.
That's the Italian rate. That's the Italian rate.
Cash.
Cash, especially cash. But yeah, because a lot of people out there don't know it, and like you said, they get sold by the dealer. And I always tell people, friends, family, and that they buy a brand new car. Oh, I'm going to get it detailed by the dealer. Do not get the dealer to do it.
Yeah.
The amount of videos I've seen of you is like fresh from the detailer, from the dealership.
Yeah.
Swirl marks and
Yeah.
this and that. It looks
Yeah.
terrible. So
It's honestly, I feel bad. It's never actually the dealer's fault. It's the factories. It's kind of like they all do it, whether it's Ferrari or Kia or Hyundai, whoever. They all go, we've built it, it's yours now. Not our problem.
Deal with it.
Yeah, you guys do all the detailing stuff. We built it, paint it. There's paint on it. You fix it.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Like we deal with a lot of brand new Ferraris and McLarens and Lamborghinis and that sort of thing, and they all come very average. But the buyer doesn't see that because
No.
we've already fixed it
Yes.
and we've already made it awesome. Like, there's
Yeah.
always like sanding marks from when there was a dust nib. There's always
Wow.
bits where there's just random like scratches, but never so bad that we can't just polish it and it looks perfect again.
Question I want to ask you, because this will be for people out there as well.
Yeah.
If a bird does poo in your car, what's your go-to if you have something in the glove box to get rid of it straight away?
Oh, very simple. Microfiber towel and water. That's it. Especially if
What
it's
about
coated.
Baby wipes.
No,
That's
too
okay.
abrasive.
Too abrasive. All right. Because I've seen people use those. People say baby wipes. 'cause it's
Abrasive.
soft.
No.
Abrasive. No.
Yeah, there's. My dad said it to me as well when I first started like getting into washing cars. He used to, the cloth nappies that
Yes.
our parents probably
Yeah.
used to use of our gen.
Yeah.
No one this gen
Not
uses
anymore.
them. He was washing the car with it, and I was like, "What are you doing? What is that? It's not a sponge or a microfiber towel or anything." Mint, and he was like, "Oh, it's a baby's towel. If it's if it's safe for a baby's bum, it's safe for the car." I was like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." And then when I started getting into this, I just remember thinking, that doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
Baby skin doesn't exactly scratch.
No, it doesn't.
It goes red,
Yeah,
but it doesn't
it's
like
scratch,
scratch.
yeah.
Whereas like you put that terry towel and cloth over your paint with
It will
like dust
scratch.
on. Oh man, you're gone. You're getting it recorrected.
Wow. All right.
So-
there's a tip for you guys out there.
There are dedicated washing materials to be used, so please use them. Microfiber has been around for many years now, and that's the go-to for every detail around the world.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, let's do a tour of this.
Yep.
Because this is a very special car, and then you can tell us what's done to that.
Cool.
So, guys, we're gonna check out what's behind Mitch, which is a 911 ST,
Yeah. Beautiful.
which is absolutely gorgeous. So let's check that out.
All right, tell us a little bit about this amazing machine you've got here, mate, because it is one fine.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful car. So this is a Porsche 911 ST, 2024 model. We only wrapped it like 6 or 7 months ago. The reason why it has all these little yellow bits of tape on here is when we do a full body PPF wrap like we have on this, they generally come back after 30 days and we do a check over and fix up any little bits, trim back bits, stick bits back down if it's come up or whatever.
Yep.
This is one of my best mate's dad's cars, so he doesn't bring his cars back for like 6 months. So it's just here just here to get those little final touch-ups, and it's pretty much good for the life of the wrap.
Do, right?
It's part of the service, yeah. So every full body wrap, like,
Comes with.
2 to 4 weeks later, we do a full checkup of
great.
it. So, but on this car particularly, it came to us brand new on a truck. So we washed it, decontaminated it.
Did you have to do any paint correction initially?
Yeah.
A little bit, or came all right?
Yeah, generally they come all right.
Yep.
This was pretty good from memory. But yeah, we usually paint correct most cars before we PPF them if they need it.
Yep.
But yeah, this one was actually pretty good. So I only needed, a light paint enhancement more than anything.
Yeah.
And then, the full car got wrapped. So every body panel you can see, headlights included,
wow.
had XPEL PPF put on top of them.
Does he do anything more than daily this, or is this pretty much just
He doesn't.
fun toy car?
Yeah, no, it's not a daily. He's got a pretty extensive collection. But
One of.
yeah, his daily is like a 2016 Golf Wagon TDI or something like that. Yeah, so yeah, this is
Wow.
generally the back road car. Yeah,
I love the colour as well. I probably wouldn't have been a colour I would have chosen, but seeing the car in this colour as it is here, it's actually
yeah, it's
really nice.
It's beautiful.
It is
yeah.
really nice.
So this,
For a tour of the car.
You want to see it?
yeah. Alrighty.
Just quickly.
Well, yeah. So this the colour is Golf Blue, so it's a Porsche PTS colour. So super expensive paint option.
Yeah, because you have to order, right? Isn't the
Well, yeah, I think I'm pretty sure in terms of paint options, it's like there's a list that are like $2 or $3 grand, and there's a list that's like, $5 to $8 grand, and then everything above. Like,
gets blown out from there.
yeah, like we've wrapped, I think 5 STs, all different colours. We've also done one in amethyst, which is like your business colours, the purple.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
I'd like the purple one, I reckon.
It's very cool.
That'd be cool.
Very, very cool car.
Wow. So coming up with all the badging and stuff on
Yeah.
here as well. Like, this is amazing. And 60th anniversary. Just wow. What a car.
Yeah, it's brilliant. So this is,
I would own one.
for people that don't know what this is, everyone knows the GT3 RS with the big wing and everything like that on them now. This is a GT3 RS, but a more comfortable version. So suspension's a little bit lighter. No wing, obviously, no big aero, but
What is it?
and also a manual.
I was going to say, manual,
Yeah.
isn't it? Wow.
Yeah. I could be wrong about the suspension, but that's my take on it anyway.
Yeah.
So
And Sal, have you seen in here some of the badging as well? Gold badging on the front. It's a very, very nicely put together car.
yeah.
And the seats. Look at this. Beautiful. That is just a very nice car, isn't it? I can imagine it's fantastic to drive as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't really know.
You can
Cars like this that are cars like this are generally around the $800 and something thousand mark, and not that customers wouldn't let us drive them. I think it's more the fact that I don't want to.
Yes, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, mate, looks amazing.
Yeah,
I think you're pretty lucky to get to work on some pretty cool cars like this. I think that's,
Yeah.
I guess a perk to the job and a perk to owning the business is you get to experience and see some of these phenomenal cars up close and personal.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've said it to you a few times before as well, because you know each other for so long. You just become desensitized to this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, people that, buy the house on the water, get the water view. A year or two in, they're like, oh, cool, the water.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas with us, I'm like, ST will fawn over it for like 5 minutes and then be like, okay, cool, we got to wrap it. We got to get to work on it now.
got to get the job done.
Yeah, so, we're very lucky that we get to work on a lot of very expensive cars and stuff like that. But
Beautiful. Thank you for the walk around.
No stress.
All right, guys. So we have a X3 M50i, the exact one that I've got for test driving. And as soon as Mitch saw me rock up in it, he goes, "Whoa, that is a pain in the ass paint job."
Yeah, matte paint, man.
So-
It's horrible.
Explain.
Looks cool. Looks really cool.
Yeah.
Probably the most impractical paint to live with if you don't have the money to wrap it.
Right.
Honestly, this guy was booked in for a ceramic coating. We then found out it was matte paint, and obviously converted him over to getting a full matte PPF wrap, but not for the benefit of me, it's more for the benefit of the customer. So just a couple of quick things is matte paint, if you get any sort of stone chip or bird dropping or bat dropping or whatever on the paintwork, you essentially can't just polish it out and, recoat it and fix that scratch or whatever.
No way.
No, nothing. You have to get something painted. That's why a lot of people with matte paint ended up coming to us for matte PPF as well. So
Wow.
yeah, if he gets let's just say he gets a scratch on here, it's gonna be okay. Cool. Well, we can't polish that. It's full bonnet repaint. Full bonnet repaint. Plus, they probably have to blend it into the fenders and the front bumper and that sort of thing. So
So you technically then have to wrap the whole car.
correct. Yeah.
So you just bought your car,
Yeah. You just spent 100 and whatever thousand.
128,900 for on-road costs, because I know that.
Yeah. Plus the option of the matte paint,
Yeah, plus the option of matte
which is
paint.
probably 8.
Then you have to spend how much to do the whole car?
About another 10. There's guys that do it cheaper in Sydney, but if you want someone like us that's been around for as much of us
And
as
as
long as we
good
have,
as you guys.
exactly, does the same sort of job, uses good film, then yeah, you're looking at that $9 to $10 sort of $1,000 mark.
See, this is the thing, right? I want to ask you this too as well. Do you remember back in the day, sex spec era,
Yeah,
right? Cars, paint jobs, easy.
they were the days, mate.
They were the days, right?
Has
All
colour
to the-
paint only, yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
They were so cheap to respray a car back then, right? I know inflation, I get that.
Yeah,
Why has wrapping become
I mean, there's always cheap people.
right?
There's still guys that will paint your car. I had an E36 and they painted it for $7 or $8 grand. Great job, but you can't compare the $7 or $8 grand job to someone that's charging $80,000 or $90,000. Correct,
Right, fair enough. Because
Yeah.
I've always understood that. 'Cause I remember when wrapping first came out, right? It was considerably cheaper to painting your car.
For vinyl.
For vinyl,
correct,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what? There's different.
Vinyl's vinyl.
Yeah, I didn't.
PPF is polyurethane.
Yeah, I know.
So it's a plastic.
Yeah,
and
correct.
it's about 4 times as thick. Yeah.
Right. Can you get PPF in different colours?
You can now.
Oh, so you can.
So the last couple of years, there's a few brands that have released coloured PPF.
Right.
We exclusively only use Expel PPF in this shop.
Yep.
So they only do a gloss black, and have now released a satin black.
Yeah.
But in the next few months, there's going to be, I think, about 15 different colours coming,
Wow.
all based on Porsche PTS colours. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, so there'll be some cool colours and another market for us to get up as well, which is good.
Wow. And then I saw recently, I've seen this on Instagram, there is actually PPF that you can get that's matte.
Yeah.
Clear matte. So you might as well just buy gloss
Correct.
and then just clear matte it.
We get that. We have that conversation with friends and family, and even just customers that call us saying, "Oh, I'm looking to buy a matte paint car. What do I need to do to protect it?" And I go down that road, and they're like, "But I'm already spending $9 grand for the matte paint option, so it's another 10 to wrap it." I'm like, "Yeah, so just get the gloss grey, and I'll put a matte film on it and save you $9 grand." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that sounds good."
That's actually a smart idea.
Yeah. So the biggest one we used to always get was the GLE 63s.
Yes.
You couldn't get them in Australia in a matte paint, so people would order the grey, and then we just put matte film on it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
And it looks factory.
you learn something new every day, guys.
Yeah.
That was a very interesting and insightful experience. Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate you guys taking us around the shop and having a look at some cool cars and getting a bit of an idea about you, your business, and what you like about, I guess, the motoring world too.
Yeah, no stress. It's great having you guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah.
Show
podcast.
For the people that were listening to this, they're not going to see any of that.
Yeah.
So if you do want to see all the stuff about Mitch's business, go to our YouTube channel and you can watch it all.
Yep.
If you want to listen, because it was very insightful. Thank you for your
thank you.
expertise on, like, for example, cleaning the car when you get poo on it. Most people would obviously grab a baby wipe, like we said.
Yeah.
And you're like, nope.
Or scourer from the kitchen we speak about that as well. The green scourer is always a money maker for us, unfortunately.
Do you actually see that quite regularly?
Oh yeah, I'm like, what do you do to get it off? And she's like, the kitchen pad. I'm like,
oh no,
like the green side or the spongy side? No, the green side. I had to remove it. I was like, oh,
whoa.
Cool. That's not a female only thing as well. A lot of men do the same thing.
So don't do that, because that is very stupid.
Very bad.
You'll do that once and you should
you'd regret it.
Yeah, horrible.
And another thing is, I know this is bad. Probably most people don't know this because you probably tell a lot of people not to do this. Dishwashing soap on a car.
Horrible.
Yeah, but not a lot of people know that.
No, horrible. Yeah, there's
they think put it in the bucket, wash car with it.
No, there's automotive soaps for a reason, and we advise that you use them.
Yeah.
Is it the acid levels? Is that what it is?
It's the alkalinity in those most of the time. So pretty much, they're fine if you're using it for a purpose. Like, we've used it sometimes to strip any dealer waxes or oils or polishes and stuff, so we get the bare paint before we start polishing.
Yeah.
But you don't need to get to the bare paint work when you're just washing your car. You generally want to preserve your wax or your quick detail or whatever you put on it. So pH neutral only. pH neutral.
So that's about it, guys.
Wrapping it up, I think.
So thanks for joining us. Thank you so much, Mitch.
Thanks
Really
for coming.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it, mate.
Good to see you again, Nick, as always.
For more details on Mitch's business, go to the description below. We're going to have his website down there, his Instagram, everything. And if you need any help, just come see Mitch. He'll be more than happy to help you. He's got 2 locations, so if you're in the city...
Yeah, come to Artarmon. If you're closer to the city, come to Castle Hill. If you're more in the northwest, you can also reach us on any of our socials, Facebook, Instagram. We haven't really gotten onto TikTok, but maybe something we'll get into. But yeah, all the traditional methods of, email or phone call. So.
Yeah. And look, I think a quick one too, Sal. Thanks to some of our continued sponsorships too, Hard Hat Watches.
Yep.
And
Exhaust Notes Australia and our collaboration with the Only Cars Group.
Yep.
So that's about it, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you are listening, like I said, go watch this video because there's a lot in it that you're going to like. And yeah,
see you on the next episode. Cool.
Catches.
See you later.
Thanks.